is my Q&A video. I've had lots of questions from you guys on Twitter and Facebook, and I'm going to try and do some live while I'm recording this video because I thought that would be cool, because I'm just sad like that. Everything's cool to me. So yeah, I have my first question, and my first question was from Sam_McAuliffe. I think that's how you say your name, Sam. Hello. Sam asked, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? I think I would like to be able to fly. I know it's kind of one that probably a lot of people say, but I love it. I'd love to be able to just kind of fly in the sky and look down on everyone, living their lives, and, you know, just like a bird in the sky. Yeah, I'd love to experience that real life. So if anyone has invented some wings for the human beings, let me know. The next question was from aspiring_Spain. Aspiring the _ Spian. Yeah, anyway. You asked, what are your dream musical theatre roles, and can you do a cover of Defying Gravity? Okay, well, I'm not sure what Defying Gravity is, but I'm definitely gonna YouTube that when I finish this video. And I actually did a BTEC National Diploma in musical theatre, so I was quite lucky. I got to play a lot of my favourite roles, and I think my favourite role ever that I played, that I had the experience of playing, was Ado Annie in Oklahoma, and I got to have loads of fun with the role and just be me and just be funny and goofy. Yeah, it was brilliant, loved it. So Ado Annie from Oklahoma would be my answer to that one. At AD_Jens1 asks, where would you like to visit? Where in the world would you like to visit and why? If it was to sightsee, I would like to go and see the Northern Lights, and they look amazing, and I've always wanted to see them for myself with my own eyes. And if it was to see a musical hero, I would go to Vegas and see Celine Dion at the drop of a hat. That's where I'd like to go this year, is to go and see Celine in Vegas. Yeah, so I hope that materialises somehow. At Jam10271931, which is Alex James, he asks, who is your favourite Leicester City player and why? My favourite player, I couldn't name you a player's name because I don't actually follow football that closely, but I can tell you my favourite position on field, and that would be the goalie. I think they're amazing, how quick they have to be to save the strikes, which come at them at like a gazillion miles an hour. So yeah, I'm a goalie fan. At Karama89 asks, if all the judges turned for you except will.i.am, who would you have chose? Ooh, that's a hard one. Well, hindsight's a wonderful thing, and seeing what a good job they all did with the other contestants, it would be hard to choose. But I'd quite like to have gone with Rita, to be honest. I think she was really cool. I think she brought a new edge to the programme, and to be honest, I didn't realise how much fun she was, and she's amazing, so I'd probably go with Rita. At Shielditch1 asks, Sheena, would you ever meet up with machines? And the answer to that question is yes, of course I would. I'd love to meet some of my machines, because I haven't actually met a machine in person yet. Obviously just counting my family, who are big machines. But yeah, of course I would. I'm hoping to plan a gig/event in the next month, so I would love it if any of you could make it to that, and of course I would make time for you afterwards to have a chat and have some pictures and just have some machine time. At Lauren Shirl _LM, who is Little Mix screen name, and she always tweets me, so thank you for that. She asks, who was your idol growing up? My idol growing up was, musically, was Celine Dion. She's my favourite. She still is to this day, and I don't think anyone can ever come along and touch that woman, in my mind. And yeah, she's my musical hero. At Sophie Shielditch1 asks, how many rings before you answer the phone? Well, it depends who's calling. If I don't want to speak to you, it's rings for eternity. And if I do want to speak to you, it's that quick. Oh, this is a nice question. I like this question. This question's from Alex James again. He asks, who in terms of friends was the best one you made from your time on The Voice? My best friend from The Voice was Rosie T. If you haven't checked Rosie out, go to her Twitter, which is, I'll tell it to you, at Rosie T. T as in the letter T, and her full name's Rosie Turner. Yeah, I got really close with Rosie, and I still am. I went down and stayed with her last weekend before last, and we had a blast, and we could talk music, or we can talk nail varnish, or we can just be idiots like we always are. But yeah, my best friend from the show was definitely Rosie. At Blazing hashtag, like that name, asks, are you bringing out a single, and if so, when? You have an amazing voice. Well, firstly, thank you for that. I'm glad you enjoy my voice, because that's all I want. At the minute, I have no idea when I'll be bringing out a single. I mean, I'm hoping within the next 6 months. But I'm still kind of in contracts with The Voice, which is completely normal for taking part in a show like that. So at the minute I'm just kind of trying to write all my new material and get it ready, and then when I am out of contract, hopefully it'll just all kind of take off then, and I'll have some really good songs ready for you guys, which is most important to me anyway. I don't want to rush it. I want it to be the best it can be, so that I deliver you something worth listening to, really. So yeah, so I'm just moving over to my Facebook to answer some questions that hopefully you've put on there for me. That would be really nice if you have. Oh, we have got some questions. Okay, so Andrew Ferry asks, are you a fan of Eurovision, and would you ever represent the UK for the Eurovision? I'd never say definitely no or definitely yes. I suppose it would depend on the song and the circumstance. So it would definitely be a no, but it would be a yes. Ooh. Sam Stanley asks, what fragrance is your car air freshener? My car air freshener is fruity. It's I think it's like, you know, like a summer fruit smell, because I love sweet smells. I don't like harsh, dry smells. They have to be nice, yummy, sweet. I like this one. Molly G asks, when you went to Castle Rock, what did you feel when you were on the stage? So for anyone that doesn't know, I went back to my secondary school and did a gig, and it was amazing. It was really cool, but I must admit, Molly, I was really, really nervous. I had sweaty palms, and, you know, because you just don't know, you know, these younger people, they're very honest, and they tend to, you know, be quite vocal about that. So yeah, I was really nervous. I just wanted you guys to like me, and it was important because I wanted to inspire you to go on and do whatever you want to do, whether it be music or acting or a scientist or a dog walker, you know, it doesn't matter. But I just wanted to come and inspire you guys, so I was hoping that you were going to take that seriously and maybe be inspired. Lauren Freeman asked, what music did you listen to while growing up? I listened to loads of different styles, really. I listened to Queen. Queen was always on in our house. Queen was my dad's favourite band, and Santana were. UB40, so you know, reggae, really reggae, rock, pop, anything you could think of. Engelbert Humperdinck. We listened to every kind of music because my dad was very musical, and I think that's kind of where I got it from. Okay, I've nipped back to Twitter now to do a few more questions. Sorry I haven't been able to do everybody's questions, but I'll try and save the ones that I didn't get round to and do that in my next Q&A session. @_Selene R asks, what are your best memories in The Voice? There was loads, so many good moments, life-changing moments for me on The Voice, but I think my favourite moment was probably getting to talk to Will for the first time properly, and really getting to understand you know, him as a person and not just the celebrity that we see on the TV or we see in music videos. It was nice to really get to know him a bit more on a personal level, and you know, hear his visions and his experiences, and have him help me and tell me what I can be doing to kind of elevate my own career. That's really cool. So yeah, that was my favourite point on The Voice, I think, getting to chat to will.i.am. The Voice UK fan page asks, if you were stranded on an island and you could only take 5 things, what would they be and why? Mascara, foundation, eyeliner, lipstick. Ooh, 5th one. Music player. So I could do my makeup while I listen to music, and when someone does finally find me, I don't look like absolute poop. Richard Michelle asks, if there was one person you could collaborate with, who would it be and why? That's a really hard question. I think if I was to say right now in my career, my ideal collaboration right now would be with one of the big producers slash DJs. You know, David Guetta, Rudimental, Bastille, DJ Fresh, all those kind of people. I love Philip George. I love the song he did not so long ago. So yeah, I think it would, for right now, I'd want to be, you know, working with those guys, because I think that's where I belong and that's the music I want to be making. So that is the end of our Q&A. I hope you liked the video. So I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you to you all. Really, seriously, your support is everything to me, and I can just, you know, I can tweet out, I can Facebook, and there's always someone there to kind of give me some backup or some feedback, or just to be nice to me, and that means everything to me. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to you guys, my machines. Machines forever till we die.